I have some ingredients, example of some ingredients which are doubtful food ingredients where you need to do your research and do your tahqiq. In most cases, these ingredients are halal. Number one is oil and shortening. Now, oil and shortening, we have oil from the plants and we have oil from the animals. So it is doubtful. You have to see that what kind of oil is this. If there is 80% to 90% of the extracts are from vegetables, they are allowed to write vegetable oil. So what about the 10% and 20%? That might not be halal. So don't go for the word saying that it is vegetable oil. What you will look for? You will look for pure vegetable oil. Whenever the word pure vegetable oil is written on a can, this oil is 100% vegetable oil and there are no other ingredients added to that. So when it is pure vegetable oil or pure vegetable ghee or pure vegetable shortening, this means that this is 100% from the vegetables. So you have to see about the oil. Number two is lard. So lard is haram. This is fat of pig. So wherever you see lard, L-A-R-D, then you should refrain from it because it is not allowed. Butter is allowed because the source is milk and there is no problem in that, unless and until they have added something haram with it, but usually they don't do that. Three things which are put in the cheese. One is called rennet, and it is also called rennet. So rennet and rennet is almost same. And then there is another thing which is called pepsin. So if the cheese has rennet and rennet, they put that in order to make it cheese. It is an enzyme. It works like a catalyst. So in this case, if it is from the rennet and rennet, because rennet and rennet, according to our school of thought, Mazhab Ja'fariya, it is halal. But pepsin is not halal. Why? Because pepsin is taken from pig. While rennet and rennet, this is same, this is halal, anfaha. While pepsin is not tahir and it is not halal. Jello, in most of the cases, it is a jelly-like substance and it is extracted from the animal source, and also it is extracted from other sources. So Jello is used in manufacturing the gelatin. Mostly it is a jelly-like substance extracted from animal source. However, you can obtain the Jello that is made from vegetable source and seaweeds. So this is also doubtful. When it comes to Jello, you have to see what is the source. Unfortunately, they don't write the source. So you have to call the manufacturer. They don't write the source. But if the source is vegetable or plant, then they write it. But if they don't write the source, it means that this is from animal. Acetic acid is also derived from the plant juices, and it can be made chemically. So there is nothing wrong in that, but there are certain acetic acids which are extracted from animal tissues. So there you have to see that where it is. And also we've seen that if it is from the animal source and the animal was slaughtered Islamically, then there is no problem. We are assuming that the animal was not slaughtered according to Islamic way. Adipic acid has no problem. It is halal. Agar is also halal. And if you see in the ingredients, the C30 or E160E, this is from the oranges, so this is also halal. And the other thing, which is E120, so sometimes they write the formula. This is also from the halal source, and it is halal. And KCN is from milk, and it is halal, but if it is if animal enzymes were used, then it cannot be considered halal unless the animal was slaughtered Islamically. So basically by itself it is halal, but you have to see that what else is added to it. Then we have the chocolate liquor. Now this chocolate liquor is very common. Almost all the chocolates have this chocolate liquor. And this is halal. The name is liquor, but it has nothing to do with the liquor. The sources from where we get the chocolate liquor is all halal sources, and it has nothing to do with animals. It is not extracted from animals and not extracted from intoxication. Wherever you see chocolate liquor, the liquor word is, it afraid us, but there is no problem in that. But if in chocolate it is written alcohol, so alcohol is different from chocolate liquor. Chocolate liquor has no problem. Every chocolate, most of the, I will say 90% chocolates have this chocolate liquor. But alcohol, they put in not all the chocolates, some of the chocolates. And their names are very common. You call the manufacturer and ask him, what kind of alcohol is this? Well, alcohol is usually not allowed. Same is the case with the dextrose, which is a corn syrup. And there is no problem in using it because it is a starch and is used as a sweetener and coloring agent, and the source is okay. Then we have carbon black, which is E153. This is also halal. And some says that even if it is from animal source, but if it has gone through the process of istihala, then it will become halal. Lecithin. Lecithin, people ask me a lot about lecithin. It looks like, the name looks like it is haram, but lecithin is always halal. Why? Because the source is egg yolk. Glycerin is also halal, and usually it is from, you can make it chemically, or from the vegetable source. So if it is chemically, again it is allowed, no problem. If it is from vegetable source, again it is halal. But if glycerin is made from animal source, so in this case, you have to see whether istihala took place or not. Otherwise, it will be not allowed if the animal was not slaughtered Islamically. Mono and diglycerides, which I gave the example, this is very common. So you should be very careful about this. What is mono and diglycerides hukum in Islam? Wherever you see in ingredients, this is there. So you have to see, number one, this is from animal source. Yes, it is from animal. Animal was slaughtered Islamically? No. If yes, no problem. If no, then it will be haram. I go quickly from here. These are, again, we have halal, the acids E476 and E621, they are also halal. Now, another thing which is very much important is gelatin. Now, this is again something which is used commonly, and this is used in many things. Sayyid Khouy Rahmatullah alayhi, those who are muqallidin of Sayyid Khouy, according to the fatwa of Sayyid Khouy, gelatin must pass from istihala, and it changes its shape and properties. But Sayyid Sistani says that I'm not sure whether gelatin passes from istihala, chemical transformation, or not. So gelatin you have to see again, if it is from plant, fine. Animal, then the animal is Islamically slaughtered, okay. Not Islamically slaughtered, then you cannot use it. And if it is made chemically, still there is no problem. So similarly, the lactic acid is halal, pectin is halal, and then the pepsin, as I mentioned, it is from pig's stomach, so it is not allowed. And rennet and renin, I said it is halal. Whey, W-H-E-Y, whey this is halal in all the forms. So wherever it is, in all forms, it is halal.